All right. Well, I hope you're getting excited because we're really getting close to the point where you'll get to start building your website. You've arrived. This is the Rich Taste theme, the one that we're going to be using. As I told you before, he is offering a 2-for-1 special. And this is the theme, basically. We can scroll down and see a live demo. Close that up. And basically, when people get to your site, this is what they're going to see, except it'll be personalized for you. Remember, I said a theme is like a house. It has all the rooms already there, all laid out. But once you move in, you add all your own furniture, your own paint colors, your own touches that makes it completely your own. And that's what's going to happen when you start to build your website. Of course, you know, all of this is going to come out. And it's going to be your logo and such. I just want to point out a few areas. These black boxes where it says Think Simplicity, these are areas that are already built into the website for easy insertion of advertising. And one of the goals in having a blog or a website is to make money from it. Some people, I guess, do it just as a hobby, but I think the majority of people try and monetize it and earn some money. And one of the ways you can do that is by becoming an affiliate advertiser. And what you do is you get in contact with companies and ask if you can advertise their goods on your website. And when they click on a link, like let's say this said Amazon, and I clicked on it and bought something directly from a link on your website, I would make a portion of that, a small percentage of the sales. So, of course, the more you can get people to buy from your site, the more money you're going to make. I like this. It's very clean. It's very easy to look at. It's nice on the eyes. It's not overwhelming. Some of the pages just have way too much stuff on them. This is an additional area up here. These areas are called widgets, just like those advertising boxes. I don't know who named them, but anyway, if they're using this widget right now as a sign-up area, because one thing you're going to want people to do is subscribe to your website. You want to capture visitors, and if they subscribe, then you can send them newsletters and emails and market to them in that way as well. It also says here that you can take out this registration area and use this for a banner ad. Same thing, advertising that people can link on. One thing I really like about this theme is that it has this page that you don't have to use it, but you can. So you can have a shop on your site. So if you're a crafter or you have some sort of item that you want to sell, there is a way, it's called WooCommerce, and there is a way to sell on directly from your site. And that's just a really great thing if it's something that you're looking to do now or in the future. All right, so I'm going to close this back up. And remember I said that there are free versions, but they're just the way to get you suckered in to start putting things into your theme where you're vested to the point of, oh no, I need that functionality. I don't have that functionality. I need that support. I don't have that support. Now I'm going to go back and buy it. So it's just easy to do it from the get-go. So we're going to add that to our cart. And you're going to see that I already added, we'll take that out just so you could see what it looks like. You're going to put in your information here, and that discount code, don't forget, is Rich Mommy, and by putting that in, you're going to get a discount. You'll see it was $69.95, and it's going to update right there, $55.96. Go through the process now of adding your information, pay for it, and then come back to the video, click on the screen so that we can go on and I can tell you what to do next. Okay, so after purchasing the theme and going through the entire process, adding your credit card and such, you should have come to a screen that looks like this. And one of the options on this page is to click here and click to download the Rich WP Rich Taste WordPress theme. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to ignore this And we're just going to do this for now. I'm going to make these steps really simple, and I'm going to make sure not to give you more than I would want to handle in one step being a newbie. So click here. And then you see that it opened up down on the bottom here as a zip file. I'm going to open that up. And I'm just going to make sure that I have it in a place where I can find it easily. It's in my downloads and I can find it there, but I also have a blog folder and I'm going to move it into that. That's where I keep all of my pictures and such. You see I have blog photos and stuff, all the things that I use within my blog. So I am going to move it there because that's where I'm going to go to get it. And you can see it's copying to there now, or you can just remember where it went to. And most likely, unless you've set up your computer in another way, it went to your downloads, which, as you can see, if I would have just clicked here, would have brought me to that same place. So that's going to be up to you. You can leave it in the downloads area, or you can put it in a folder that you've specified just for your blog, because, maybe 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, you'll want to use this theme again for another site, and you won't remember where it was, which is why I like to keep my things really organized. So right now what I want you to do is go through those steps of downloading it and putting it in a folder where you can remember, and then come back to this video and click the screen to move on to the next page. All right, so you have registered on SiteGround. You've picked and downloaded your theme. It's waiting in a folder for you to use. I'm going to switch things up for a second here, and I'm going to ask you to go to the email account that you used when you signed up with SiteGround. And once you get to that email, you should have gotten an email from SiteGround that looks just like this. And if you scroll down in the email, under where it says website management information, you're going to see your admin URL. And what that is the address where you're going to go to build up your website. When people visit your website, they're going to take this part off. That part won't be there. They're just going to punch in the first part, the step-by-step videos for beginners.com or whatever it is that you named yours. But for now, we're going to go here, either copy it and paste it into your browser, or if you can click on it, go ahead and click on it. I'm going to copy it. And you're going to come to a sign-in page that looks just like this. And what you're going to do on this page is enter either the username or email address that you used when you signed up with WordPress. And remember, I had recommended that you use the same email address and username for all of your accounts just to make it simpler for you. I always use my email address rather than my username. It's easier for me to remember. So I'm going to fill in my email address here. You set up a password at the time that you downloaded WordPress, and then you're going to click log in. So go ahead and do both of those things, and then return to this video and click anywhere on the screen to go on to the next set of instructions. I hope you're getting excited because you are officially in the area where you're going to build your website. This is kind of the back end of the website where all the construction and all the work is done. The front end is where people are going to visit and get to see what it is you put together. The first thing we need to do with WordPress is download our theme into WordPress. I know it's getting maybe a little bit confusing. We downloaded the theme to your computer, but we haven't added it to WordPress yet, and that's what we're going to do now. You'll see on the left-hand side here a number of things. You're going to go all the way down to Appearance, and then go across and click on Themes. And you're going to see they have some free themes that WordPress gives you. Remember what I told you about the free themes. They're not very good. They're hard to navigate. They're not super user-friendly, and they certainly don't offer the support that a purchase theme will get for you. And anyway, once we're here, up here at the top, it's going to say Add New. We're going to click on Add New. Once we're on this page, again, it gives us a choice of some ones that we can purchase or some ones that we can download, but we already have one. So we're going to click right here on where it says Upload Theme. And I'm going to stop right here because I don't want to give you too much. So remember, you're going to be going, just to revisit it, you're going to be going on your dashboard, down the left-hand side, you've already signed into WordPress, to Appearance, then Themes, click on Themes, then Add New, and then Upload Theme. And I'm going to have you go and do all of those steps and then come back to the video and I'll tell you what to do next. All right, here we are. So now what you're going to do, remember I said click Add New. I think that's where we left off. So I'm going to click Add New, and I'm going to click Upload Theme, which we should have done in the last step, and then choose File. Now you should remember where you downloaded that zip file that had your theme in it. So I'm going to do Choose File. Remember, I had it in my downloads. I also moved it to my blog, but because it's in my downloads, I'll just stay here. There it is right there, Rich Taste. I'm going to click on that and then click Open and then Install Now. So I'm going to go over those steps again. You're going to go to Upload Theme, Upload Theme, choose File, find where it is that your Rich Taste file was saved to. In my case, it's right there. So you're going to do that. Click Open, which I already did. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. It undid itself. So wait, hang on here. I'll do it for you again. So here, Rich Taste, Open, and there it is. You see it right there? And now we're going to hit Install Now. All right, I'm going to have you do all of those things, get to this screen, don't do anything once you get to this screen, and then return to the video so I can tell you what to do next. Okay, so here is where we left off. You have now installed your Rich Taste theme to your WordPress site, and the next thing you need to do is click Activate. And you'll see it pop up on your themes page. And what you're going to do here is click Customize. All right, I'm going to have you stop here and then go and follow these steps and then come on back. Okay, you are now in the back end of your website, the part of your website that the public will never see. This is where you build and make changes and additions, and we're going to start setting it up. You can see here that the theme that you have uploaded is the Rich Taste theme, so if it says that there, you did that correctly. And the first thing that we're going to do is go to Site Identity. Click on that arrow there. And one of the options you have is to upload a logo to your website if you have a logo. There's a good chance, being a beginner, that you don't. And I am going to provide a link to a website that it's completely free. You can design your own logo for your website if you want. You don't have to. It will look a little bit more professional if you have a logo. And I designed my own, and I am not a graphic designer. or an artist by any means, but the sites are pretty user-friendly. In fact, if you even just Google create a logo online for free, you'll find tons of different sites. I'll provide a link to one that I have found to be user-friendly. But if you don't want to have a logo and you just want to have the wording, like I could put step-by-step videos, and then my tagline for beginners. But I do have a logo, so I want to show you how you would upload it if you have a logo. And what you do, it's very simple. As I said, these are so user-friendly. This is why WordPress is #1, and this is why everyone uses a theme rather than trying to learn coding. I have a logo, so I'm going to click Select Logo. And I've already uploaded it. Let me show you how to do that, though, just in case you can't figure that out. So you're going to go to Upload Files, then right here to where it says Select Files, and then you're going to find where you keep or where you put a logo that you've created. And you'll see I have two here, one that says transparent, which means the background's transparent and whatever color it's over would take the place of what's white there. And then here's just my standard logo. I'm going to use the transparent. Okay, now you see that I have both the one that I uploaded a little bit earlier and the one that I just uploaded now. They're both exactly the same. As you add pictures to your website or blog, every single picture that you add is going to be added to this media library. You can reuse pictures. This way you can go back and find a picture that you used earlier by scrolling and looking for it. But we're going to go ahead and add our logo, which is right here. It's checked, so I know this is the one that's going to be added, and I'm going to click Select. It asks me here if I want to crop it, which you might need to. I don't, because mine is already cropped and formatted, so I'm going to do Skip Cropping. And then you'll see it uploaded right to where that title was and took the place of those words because I do have a logo. That's why I was saying you don't have to have one. I think having one looks a little bit more professional. It doesn't have to be something that you do today, but it can be something that you add later on. As I said, I'm going to provide a link for you to go and make your own logo if you want to. And I am going to stop here so that you can now go to your WordPress site. And remember, what you're doing is you're going to Site Identity, clicking that arrow, and then either putting your title and your tagline here or uploading a logo. Because I've done that and I want it to be saved, I'm going to hit Save and Publish. All right, I'm going to send you off to do those few things and then come join me back here. All right, let's move on to something else. Hopefully by now you've either created a logo or you have typed in the title of your website and a tagline. That was site identity. The next thing we're going to work on is a menu. Most websites have a menu. It usually goes across the middle of the page like it does here, and this is where the primary menu on this theme will appear. So we're going to click on Menus, and we want to add a menu. Right now there's not a menu at all, so we're going to click Add a Menu. And we're going to give it a name. This name is just for our reference. It's not going to show up anywhere on our website. So I'm going to just call it Main Menu and click Create Menu. All right. And now I need to indicate where I want it to show up. I want it to show up as the primary menu, which, as I said, will come in between these two bars up here. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And then we are going to add items to our menu. Already here is a home link, and you're going to want a home link that gets them back to the front page of your website, and that's why they have that there for you. So I'm going to let that stay there, and I clicked on it. See how it moved over here under my main menu? That means that I want it. Now I'm going to add some others that are quite standard. Next one would be About Me. Add. And you can see they're starting to appear here. The next one's going to be Contact. And they will use that link if they want to contact me. I'm going to add. And the final one that I'm going to put is Previous Posts. And on that page, there'll be an index of posts that I've done in the past. So I'm going to have you go ahead and do that now. I'm going to show you one more time. Under Site Identity, you're going to click Menus. You're going to click Add a Menu, which I've already done. And the menu that I added, I called Main Menu. And then I went down here to add items to my menu, and here are the ones that I typed in. Home was already there, and if I wanted to add more, I would type it in here and click Add. If I want to reorder these, like let's see, I want Previous Posts after Home. And you see how it rearranged here. So they can be in any order that you want. It's really up to you. I'm going to have you go ahead and play around with the menu and then return to this video and click anywhere on the screen to continue. Okay, well, hopefully by now you have created your menu. And let's take a look at something else. Right below menu, they have colors. Now, this theme comes with a standard set of colors, the way that the developer designed it, but you have the ability to change these colors if they are not to your liking. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs barking in the background. So this pink color doesn't really match my logo here, so I might want to change that. So let's click on Colors. Now you'll see here the header font color. You can change that. It won't affect mine though because I don't have a typed header. So if you had typed in your title and you want to change the color of it, this is what you would use. Now you'll see normally if you hold your cursor over the header, now this is only if you've typed in your header, it changes colors. I'm going to show you here in the menu. Like, look, if I hover my pointer over Previous Posts, it changed it to a light gray. If you have typed in your title and tagline, then that does it over here also. And the font hover color, which means the color that it'll change it to if you have your cursor over it, over here is gray. But I don't need to use that because I have my logo. And then we've got a menu font color, and you can see here's my menu. The fonts are that black color right now, and let's just say I wanted to change them to green. That's what it would look like. I don't want to change it to green, so I'm going to leave it as the default. I like that, the way it is. And then same thing here, we have the menu font hover color. So as I put my cursor over each of these menu items, it changes to this hover color, which is a gray. And you know what? I'm happy with that also. I don't need to change that. That's completely up to you. Let's see. This one here is for the buttons. If you see these buttons here, and these are the ones that I feel like don't match my logo. So I'm going to go and click here. And let's see. I'm thinking a dark blue. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm thinking a dark blue would look good. So there's not really a dark enough blue here. But if I click it, it'll bring me into the blue section. And let's see, maybe down here somewhere. That about matches, I would think. Yeah, I like that actually. So I'm going to leave that like that. And there's a hover color. I'm sorry, not a hover color. The font color inside the buttons you can change as well. I like the white, so I'm going to keep it white, but let's just say you wanted to change it to red. That's what it would look like. But I am going to keep it at the default color, which is the white.